they're sending about 150 agents down to the border, pulling them off the flights. So they're basically cutting air marshal service by about 85%. So only 1% of flights in the United States will have an air marshal on it going forward as soon as these people have been redeployed. Which, I mean, if you think the air marshal service provides some type of value, some type of security, that's just completely gone now.
Welcome to The Debrief, where we talk with the Washington Examiner's top journalists about the headlines they're covering this week and where the story's going next. I'm Sarah Westwood, and I'm here today with commentary editor Conn Carroll. And Conn, our colleague Anna Giratelli scooped that the Biden administration is pushing air marshals to go to the southern border to help manage the crisis, and that some of them don't want to go. Tell us what's going on here.
Yeah, they're not happy about it. So basically, as we've talked about before, Title 42 is going to be ending in December. And the Biden administration knows this is going to lead the already terrible Biden border crisis even worse. There's going to be a flood of more migrants coming in. And so what they're doing is they're drawing in federal workers from across the country to the border to help them process immigrants into the country faster. And so one of the things they're doing is they're basically dissolving the entire air marshal program. As Anna reported, they're sending about 150 agents down to the border, pulling them off the flights. So they're basically cutting air marshal service by about 85%. So only 1% of flights in the United States will have an air marshal on it going forward as soon as these people have been redeployed. Which, I mean, if you think the air marshal service provides some type of value, some type of security, that's just completely gone now. And Biden is doing this without an emergency declaration. And so for a lot of these air marshals, they're proud of what they do. They've been trained to do a certain job. And now they're going to be doing something completely different, basically babysitting migrants at the border. And they're not happy about it. And some of them have threatened to not deploy at all. They're just going to stay home and face the consequences.
Is this, reallocation of resources from the Biden administration a sign that potentially the White House is taking the border more seriously now?
No, not that they're taking it more seriously. I mean, they understand there's going to be a crush of people at the border, but the alternative to basically illegally dissolving other federal law enforcement agencies to help manage the crisis at the border is to solve the crisis at the border. And they're still not doing that. They're still going full ahead with take as many migrants as you can and push them into the country as fast as possible, which is only going to make the crisis worse because migrants are just going to keep coming.
The GOP is about to take the majority in the House. What are some of the things that potentially a GOP House majority, understanding that there's still a Democratic Senate, a Democrat in the White House, what are the types of things that House Republicans could do? Unfortunately,
there's an upper limit as to what they can do. In the past weeks, you've had Kevin McCarthy went to the border. Jim Jordan has commented on what the Republicans are trying to do to the border. Both of them, I think, kind of overstepped and promised that with Republicans in control of the House, they would be able to secure the border. They're not going to be able to do that. They don't even control the Senate, let alone the White House. There's just an upper limit to what they can do. Now, they can call people in front of congressional committees, force them to give information. They can better document what is going on at the border. They can, shine a spotlight on it so people are aware of what is happening. But, short of threatening to shut down the entire government until Biden, reverses course and reinstitutes their main Mexico policy, there's not much they can do.
Well, Conn, thank you so much for being here today. You can get more writing from Conn and the rest of the commentary team at washingtonexaminer.com.